I want to rant about the Boruto series, specifically about the characters from the previous series, the Naruto series, and how they've been treated in this series. And the main problem I have with this is they completely nerfed the Naruto characters. And not just the side characters, they nerfed Naruto and Sasuke. That's just ridiculous. I mean, I understand you wanna. This is a new series and it's about the next generation, and you want the focus to be on them. But nerfing the main characters from the previous show, which made people want to watch this show, and put them in the show, it's just ridiculous. I mean, first of all, Naruto. Well, I don't really like the look of him in this series. I mean, the haircut I don't like. I felt like he could have done with the Minato style haircut. That would have been awesome. And the clothing, it's a bit boring. And that all I guess we could put aside. But the power levels that Naruto has in the series feels like a bit of a downgrade. And I guess it's technically not because his powers actually been downgraded, but it's because the enemies that they're facing in the series. They're facing the Otsutsuki clan, the same clan where Kaguya came from, and they're super powerful. So yeah, Naruto and Sasuke wouldn't be able to beat these guys that easily. And it's understandable, but I mean, it feels like a bit too much that they did this in the series. I mean, sure, they could have brought these people out later on in the series, but in the beginning, no. And then there's Sasuke. Well, again, his look is terrible as well. I mean, it's bad enough that he didn't get his arm back. I mean, I felt like he needed his arm back. Naruto should have convinced him to get his arm back, but he doesn't. And he wears these really boring clothes. And with the one sleeve where his arm was, just hanging around. I mean, the design is just bad. And then there's the haircut, which is, I guess, it is understandable because he wants to hide his Renegon. But yeah, they could have maybe given him longer hair like Madara or something. That would have been awesome. But yeah, the design of these two characters do really suck. There's no way around it. And then there's the other characters in the show from the previous show. They all feel like regular ninja in this show. They don't feel like they're super strong. I mean, Shikamaru, Lee, who else? Even Sakura, it doesn't feel like they're all that great anymore. Well, Sakura, I guess, she wasn't all that powerful to begin with in the previous series. So, and her main thing was physical strength, and we do get to see some of that, so I guess that's okay. But still, they don't feel like they become as strong as they should have. And sure, there were no longer any wars and all that stuff, but I don't feel like that's a good enough excuse. They should have gotten stronger as they got into they become adults and they reach their prime. Now, I don't know what the prime for ninja is in the series, but for an average person, it's in adulthood, and they don't seem as nearly as powerful as they should be in the series. And they did all this just for the sake of making the kids the focus of the show. And sure, you could make an argument for that. That if they were so powerful in the series, that everyone would be so focused on them, and the kids would just not be that interesting. But there's a counter argument to that too. Just because the fact that in the previous show as well, the kids were the focus of that show. Sure, the adults in that show were unknown, but the kids were the focus of that show, and for most of the show, the adults were stronger than the kids. They were more capable, they were guiding them, teaching them, protecting them. And it didn't take anything away from the kids. It only made the show more awesome. The show was focused on the kids, but it had really strong adults that everyone's a fan of. I mean, people loved Kakashi, Tsunade, Guy, and some of the other ninja from the other villages too. And it didn't take anything away from the show, it only amplified the experience. But in this show, they completely nerfed the main characters, and that's way too much of a waste. And just in terms of design, they nerfed everyone. They give everyone a bad haircut. I'm really annoyed about it. I mean, Gaara's haircut, Naruto's haircut, Sasuke's haircut. I honestly don't know anyone who looks good in this series. Who aren't the older adults from the previous series. I mean, Kakashi still looks good. Looks like he bulked a bit, but yeah, he looks good. But everyone else doesn't look all that great. And then there's the children in the show, which feels like just a copy of their parents. I mean, I get it. Children do tend to take after their parents and look after their parents, but this feels like they're way too much of a copy of their parents. There's nothing different or unique about them. I mean, they look exactly like their parents, most of them, and their abilities are quite similar to their parents. I mean, the only kid in this show that's you could say is a bit different is Sarada, Sasuke and Sakura's daughter, but yeah, that character's a bit too disconnected and not in the way that Sasuke was, that everyone liked. I mean, that she just feels like a bit boring, a boring kind of disconnected. Whereas Sasuke, we know why he was disconnected. There's a lot of stuff in his past and all that, and that worked for him. And yeah, a lot of misses in the series. And honestly, the series didn't really need to happen. I mean, the last series ended. They beat the big bad Kaguya. Sasuke and Naruto fought each other, and they finally became friends, true friends again. And all the wars were over. Was at peace. It was finally over. It was a fitting conclusion to the series, but they couldn't leave it alone. They decided to make another series based on their children, and yeah, it doesn't work. And the overpowered levels that the characters in this show have, it's just too much. I mean, sure, Naruto had a lot of overpowered characters, but they gradually became OP'd, and it was acceptable to us. But this feels like they're being overpowered from the beginning. I mean, Boruto getting the Otsutsuki stuff, and the OP villain showing up in the beginning, and then there's the other guy. What was his name? I forgot his name. And anyway, and Mitsuki having the Mitsuki's his name. The guy on Boruto's team, him having the Snake Sage mode as a child. I mean, come on. It's all just way too much. And yeah, this thing's a real mess, and I really wish that it didn't happen.